So how do we do this with millions of others? We have to embrace a concept that I just simply call the light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel's always had two key components in it. What does their career and lifestyle look like? In other words, what does it look like at the light at the end of the tunnel? What draws them through the tunnel? Because no one's going to do the work, the labor, the effort, and the skill development, the academic rigor, and everything that is necessary unless there is a light to draw you through doing all the work and the effort associated with it. And if I were to ask all of you today, between the word career and lifestyle, which one's most important to the young people in your sphere of influence? When I ask that question around the country, I get every audience member to raise their hand or yell up, lifestyle. Clearly, it's lifestyle, which is true. Because every decision a young person makes today is based on how it affects their lifestyle. Career has actually become a lifestyle decision. And so here, this may be an aha moment for some of you, but if you want to start a substantive career conversation, either in your home, your classroom, or even your place of business, if you want to start that substantive conversation, do not start with career. Start with lifestyle. Two questions I love to ask young people today. What do you love to do? What do you do well? What do you love to do? And what do you do well? That will lead you down a myriad of follow-up questions that you can ask to truly understand where they sit on a spectrum of lifestyle. See, young people today have this incredible spectrum of lifestyle, and you have to kind of determine where they sit in this to understand how career becomes relevant to them and how your vision, your culture, either in your home, classroom, or place of business, matches this particular spectrum, right? There's young people over here on this end of the spectrum who want, to live life, like a millionaire. They want to live life like a Kardashian. But there are those on this end of the spectrum who just want 2 hot meals a day. And then, of course, there's everything in between. But once you understand the story behind their eyes, it allows you to have a substantive and relevant conversation about career and being able to move forward. But you have to connect with them on lifestyle common ground in order to be able to have that conversation. And that becomes critically important moving forward. And so connecting education with purpose and employment with passion recognizes that we have to start in our educational systems as early as elementary school, connecting to middle school and on into high school. We have to create the purpose necessary so that young people today understand how they can continue to move forward and how they can connect the dots to get into whatever employment so that they're getting the education and experience necessary in order to accomplish whatever it is at the light at the end of their tunnel. And that becomes so important. But even in education with purpose, which I think is a simple concept, every piece of education should have purpose. Young people need to know, why is this important? How will I use this? And how will this move me forward to whatever it is I want to achieve? And whatever they want to achieve has to be based on their own unique interests, talents, and abilities. Not what we as adults want for them, but what they want for themselves. There's 2 different purpose modes. And the first of these purpose modes is what I call active purpose. You'll see 6 adjectives sitting here on the screen with me, and you could add to this. I know I could add to this, but here are the ones that I chose, right? Connected, engaged, accepted, prepared, stable, growing. You could add a lot of other adjectives to this, but these are the people who are moving forward in the tunnel.